She had a polo coat on and no hat. She was sort of a blonde, but you could tell she dyed her hair. Old bag though.
How do you do?
You the guy Warren said?
What? She didn't seem too goddamn friendly.
You see the elevator there?
Yeah.
That's like a guy.
Yes, I am. Come in, would you?
I was getting more and more nonchalant as it went along. I really was. She came in and took her coat off right away and sort of tucked it on the bed. She had on a green dress underneath. Then she sort of... then she sort of sat down sideways on the chair. She sort of sat down sideways on the chair that went with the desk in the room and started jiggling her foot up and down. She crossed her legs and started jiggling just one foot up and down. She was very nervous for a prostitute. She really was. I think it was because she was young as hell. She was around my age. I sat down in the big chair next to her and offered her a cigarette.
I don't smoke.
She had a tiny little weeny whiny voice. You could hardly hear her. She never said thank you either when you offered her something. She just didn't know any better.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jim Steele.
You got a watch on you? Hey, how old are you anyway?
Me? 22.
Like funny you are.
It was a funny thing to say. It sounded like a real kid. You'd think a prostitute and all would say, like hell you are, or cut the crap, instead of like fun you are.
How old are you?
Old enough to know better. You got a watch on you?
Then she stood up and pulled her dress over. I certainly felt peculiar when she did that. I mean, she did it so sudden and all. I know you're supposed to feel pretty sexy when somebody gets up to you. And pulled their dress over their heads, but I did it. Sexy was about the last thing I was feeling. I felt much more depressed than...
You got a watch on you? Hey.
No, I don't.
Boy, was I feeling peculiar.
What's your name?
It was really quite embarrassing. It really was.
Sonny, let's go, eh?
Did you like talking for a while?
It was a childish thing to say, but I was feeling so damn peculiar.
Are you in a very big hurry?
What the heck you want to talk about?
I don't know. Nothing special. I thought perhaps you might care to chat for a while. Would you care for a cigarette now?
I don't smoke. Listen, if you're gonna talk, do it. I got things to do.
You don't come from New York, do you?
Hollywood.
Then she got up and went over to where she put her dress down on the bed.
You got a hanger? I don't want my dress to get all wrinkly. It's brand clean.
Sure.
I was only too glad to get up and do something. I took her dress over to the closet and hung it up for her. It was funny. It made me feel sort of sad when I hung it up. I thought of her going in a store and buying it, and nobody in the store knowing she was a prostitute. The salesman probably just thought she was a regular girl when she bought it. It made me feel sad as hell. I don't know why exactly.
Do you work every night?
Yeah.
What do you do during the day?
Sleep. Go to the show. Let's go. Hey, I haven't got it all.
Look, I don't feel very much like myself tonight. I've had a rough night, honestly God. I'll pay you and all, but do you mind very much if you don't do it? Do you mind very much?
The trouble was, I just didn't want to do it. I felt more depressed than sexy, if you want to know the truth. She was depressing. Her green dress hanging in the closet and all. And besides, I don't think I could ever do it with somebody that sits in a stupid movie all day long. I really don't think I could. She came over to me with this funny look on her face, like as if she didn't believe me.
What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter.
Boy, was I getting nervous.
The thing is, I had an operation very recently.
Yeah, where?
Well, what do you call it? My coffee cord.
Yeah, where the hell's that?
Coffee cord? Well, actually, it's in the spinal canal. I mean, it's part of the way down the spinal canal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Then she sat down on my goddamn lap.
No. Pretty cute.
She made me so nervous, I just kept on lying my head off.
I'm still recuperating.
Looks like the guy in the movies, you know? Who is this? You know who I mean? What the heck is his name?
I don't know.
She wouldn't get off my goddamn lap.
Stop shaking. Stop shaking. Oh.
Oh, sure you know. He was in that picture with Melvin Douglas. The one that was Melvin Douglas's kid's brother that falls off the boat. You know who I mean.
No, I don't. I go to the movies as seldom as I can.
Then she started getting funny, crude and all.
Am I cutting it out? I'm not in the mood. I just told you. I just had an operation.
She didn't get up from my lap or anything, but she gave me this terrifically dirty look.
Listen, I was sleeping when that crazy Mars woke me up. If you think I'm in...
I said I'd pay you for coming and all. I really will. I have plenty of dough. It's just that I'm practically just recovering from a very serious...
What the heck did you tell that crazy Mars you wanted to go for then? If you just had a goddamn operation on your goddamn whatchamacallit, huh?
I thought I'd be feeling a lot better than I do. I was a little premature in my calculations. No kidding. I'm sorry. If you'll just get up a second, I'll get my wallet. I mean it.
She was sore as hell, but she got off my goddamn lap so that I could go over and get my wallet off that shit on here. I took out a $5 bill and handed it to her.
Oh, very nice wallet and $5 bill.
Oh, this is 5. It costs 10.
No, you said 5. You said 15 for the unit and only 5 for a throw.
10 for a throw.
You said 5. Sorry. I really am. That's all I'm going to shout out.
You mind getting me my frock? Or is it too much trouble?
Frock.
She was a pretty spooky kid. Even with that little bitty voice she had, she could sort of scare you a little bit. If she'd been a big old prostitute with a lot of makeup on her face and all, she wouldn't have been half as spooky. I went and got her dress for her. She put it on and all, and then she picked up her polo coat off the bed.
So long, Crumbum.
So long.
I didn't thank her or anything. I'm glad I did it.